Secrets of being a leading realtor. I'm here with a superstar realtor, but before I get to that, I wanted to make sure you subscribe now if you haven't already. Thank you so much for all your feedback, for those who have been giving us comments and suggestions and all kinds of good things. So we're enjoying that. How would you like to be a realtor that makes over 50 million every year in annual sales? And even some years 65. This person is 1% nationally, has all the superstars, the athletes, the celebrities, the CEOs, and even the Ritz-Carlton in her pocket. So this superstar is Julie Bettosini, and I have her here with me today.
Thank you.
She does not do interviews, so I'm very excited to have her.
Well, thank you, Megan, for having me. And you know I'm a little bit camera shy, but I would do anything for you because you've been such an important part of my success. And I've known you for many years, so yes. I absolutely wouldn't raise my hand if it weren't for someone so special in my life.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we did go back a long way.
Very, very long time. In fact, I remember when we went out to dinner before you started the company and you were talking about staging, and I was in the earlier part of my real estate career, and I was trying to think and imagine what this would actually be like, and here we are living it out today, kind of at the pinnacle of both of our careers.
Isn't it funny? So much has changed.
It has. We've been through a lot. We absolutely have. But it's good to be here.
Tell us some of the secrets to your success, because you've really figured it all out.
I think a big part. There isn't any gold pixie dust. It's really being regimented. It's everyday meetings. It's checklists. It's honing it. It's really refining it. Being honest with our team and holding them at a very high level of accountability. But it's surrounding yourself with people who do things that you may not do the best, so that collectively we can give an experience to our client like no other.
Right, right.
Long gone are the days where I did it all myself, took the photos, entered it into MLS, showed it, put in the sign with a post hole digger, you name it, I did it.
I know. And we used to do it all too. We used to even move the furniture.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, it's just funny because when I think back to those times, I realized that I just wasn't giving the best part of myself. And so we realize over the years and as we grow older, we really are able to give up things and really get into our lane and feel comfortable with what we truly do best, and then surround ourselves with the rest of our team. And that way, like I said, we rock.
Right. So tell me, with your, what do you think about the future? What's going? Because everybody's been talking about this year slowing down, but I'm not seeing it. Are you?
No. In fact, we ended up going through the holiday season. It was crazy. Thanksgiving right before, right up through, and Christmas through New Year's. It was as busy as we have seen in years. In fact, our January is going to be our best January that I can remember ever with deals closing. So. I don't see a slowdown, and there's no signs whatsoever that, it's going to be anything but our best.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's super exciting because you hear all this chatter and people are talking about technology, and it absolutely will never go ahead and replace people like you and I who live, breathe, and eat real estate every single day. Right. And so I think when you do that, that's what you end up, the results speak for themselves when you're all in.
Right, right. Well, you've got it down. You have the best systems in place, the team.
Yes, and I think one of the big pieces of that too is trying to get our clients to stage up front. That's the biggest part. It's preparation. It's, I talk to them about it's a beauty contest, and you've got to put, have the professional makeup artist do it. It's like your wedding day. You've got to have your hair your best looking, your makeup's done right, your best dress on, and you go out and you look better than you've ever looked in your life. And that's what it takes to sell your home at top dollar in a competitive market when there's lots of inventory.
It's like your biggest asset. A lot of people, they'll go and get their car perfectly detailed and everything else, but when it comes to their home, they don't take every single aspect of it and look at it that way.
Right.
Like a beauty contest, like you said, because it is how you feel when you walk in.
And speed wins. So if they're able to go ahead and implement staging right from the get-go and not 6 months later and say, well, let's try it later if it doesn't work this way. Well, why are we waiting to put our best foot forward? We need to do that first because our results will speak for itself.
Right.
And do you remember there was a house that we ended up in downtown Windermere. I went there and I told them, look, you have to do all of this. And it was a pretty big plan. I mean, it was a top to bottom plan. It even included one small little renovation that was literally a handyman type thing, a little wall, but it was just a little half wall. Open it up, stage it, do everything, and I could tell it needed to settle in. They weren't quite prepared to jump on board with what I thought was really my best advice.
Right.
And so they ended up hiring another agent, and they stayed on the market for a year, and things just didn't progress, and it just kind of looked like another stale listing. Right. And when it went off the market, they contacted me and said, we should have done what you told us to do over a year ago. We're ready. We're ready to go ahead and do everything you tell us. We're going to do it. And so we didn't throw it on the market prematurely. We did everything that they said they were going to do. You guys came in, and we sold for full price inside of 3 weeks. Yes. And after it had been on the market for a whole year. And I couldn't be more proud, even though it took them a little longer to get there. It's a perfect example that we can then help the next person not have to go through that entire process to end up with the same results that we could have gotten much sooner.
Right. That's why they really need to take your advice. Thank you so much for being here, Julie. And anybody that's out there that's thinking about selling their home in your luxury market, you need to hire a realtor like Julie. To having somebody on your team that knows the market, that has the good advice, that's seeing the market ups and downs, and so long she's been in the business, and knows every kind of creative way to market the house, and how to work with your sellers and how to work with the buyers, and it's just the best way to go. And
well, we look at you as a partner. This is not just something that we add in here or there. I'm using you on almost every single listing now, whether it's even for a slight declutter and arranging books the right way, just to make sure that the office presents well if the rest of the house is really on point.
Right.
We're still having you come in to do everything that we possibly can to make it a 10.5 on the scale. And also on the backside, moving. We trust your company to do everything from the beginning preparation work to getting them moved with the padded trucks and everything that you guys do that is just top notch. We believe in it wholeheartedly, and it just is so easy to give one referral and you're off to the races to have everything completed. I had a perfect example last week, Friday. I met Lauren, and she ended up going ahead, and 9 o'clock in the morning, we were done by 9:30. By 2 o'clock, I had a proposal to go in my client's hands. And I mean, that kind of speed, we can be staged tomorrow for photos ready to get on the market.
Right.
You just can't top that.
No.
There's no other company around that can institute and has the actual staff in hand, the systems and the checklists in place to be able to make that happen.
Right. Well, it took a long time getting there.
Me too. It's a work in progress. I've been coached by many people. We have been through refinements and checklists, and the team is evolving all the time in order to always make sure that we're always operating at our highest and best level, and that way we can serve more people.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, Julie, for coming today, and I hope you guys got a lot out of today's show, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.